remember at this time it was green. Me and Tim were making the sketches. We made the Meghan McCain one, and we edited. Me and Tim had to drive all the way to your place because we were both broke, and we had to borrow your laptop.
Yes.
To edit the Meghan McCain sketch that then Rogan started playing on his show. It was a fun time.
My time.
This is the podcast that Ben did before anything
I have one
else.
other thing prepared here, by the way, that we'll get to.
You did this before you did anything, right? This is your first podcast type thing, right?
Yeah, but is this the...
Yeah, dude.
Is this the... But I thought I made...
Yeah, dude. Ohana Studios.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, so... Oh, this is the one with you. Hold on. So this is the intro I made.
The intro is so ridiculous. It's hilarious.
This is when I was first learning how to do, like, I got sober. I was in my garage. I painted it green. I got a desk. I started making sketches and videos down there. And I did 10 episodes of the goal was to make the worst talk show that's ever been made. That was the goal.
Well, I'll tell you what.
This is the intro I made.
I'm the baby, gotta love me. Big purple eyes, very cuddly. Especially when I
Can I pause it real quick? I'm kind of realizing I haven't evolved at all since I've got sober, because I made this like within 6 months of being sober, I think.
I mean,
I think I'm the same guy.
My favorite movie is still UHF from 1981 with Weird Al
Yeah.
Yankovic.
Remember when we
Michael
went
Richards.
to Todd Glass's house and watched that on his projector? That was a great night.
Dude, I'm going over to his place here pretty soon.
I heard he's gay.
Oh, yeah. He's very... Dude, he's... by the way, did you see when me and Bruce went over there and to do a podcast with him, me and Bruce Gray? And so we did an episode with Todd, and he's like, I think his mother had just passed, and was literally specifically talking to us about like, hey, I hate how people are like, oh, they don't know what to say, so they're like, whatever. So we started the podcast. I'm like, we're here with a comedian, an actor, just brilliant, great guy. I named a bunch of movies. I'm like, Todd Glass, your mother recently passed away. You think that has anything to do with you being a gay guy? And he was like, fuck this, I'm out of here. And
he got mad?
No. It was all a bit. Yeah, it was very
ballsy. Very ballsy.
Dude, that's what you got to do in front of these big celebs, dude. You got to be yourself and be free.
Let's watch this intro tonight, world.
I'm the baby, gotta love me. Big purple eyes, very cuddly. Especially when I hit my daddy with a frying pan. I'm the baby, gotta love me.
Tell me what winning.
Fly across the room, I like it. I'm good. Mama says it's too much sugar. Daddy is all for fluff.
Oh, that he's moving a little too fast.
You never know what I'm going to do next. Wanna see me make a rocket? Watch me put her tail in a socket. She likes
Baby, too.
I'm the baby, and you gotta love me.
everybody.
I'm the baby, gotta love me. Why's I'm very cuddly. Don't you think that every home should have one of me?
He's played the cop in the first Jumanji.
He was in Living Color.
He's so funny.
He's
dude.
very funny.
This is great. Dude,
Good stuff. Should we watch some of it?
if you want, I mean,
Black cop at the end of Die Hard.
I don't remember anything about this. This is when I had to shave because I
Family
was
Matters
selling
guy.
alarms.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe
was
I
like,
figured
oh,
out how to
he killed
do
a kid or whatever.
I figured out how to do
Yeah.
green
Yeah,
screen
Carl
and
Winslow.
everything.
Oh.
But what's the real guy's name? You don't know who David Allen Greer is?
No.
He's like
really
Steve
funny.
Allen Green, kind of.
I was about to say, I do know the late, great Steve Allen Green.
He's alive.
Yeah. Great comic, even better.
Damn, that's hilarious.
Dude, look
How about that,
how
man?
young Matt looks too, man. It's wild.
Yeah.
Matt Lockwood, hilarious.
Rest in peace. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
No, Matt's so funny, man.
This guy, Pat Kent,
Oh my God.
who I didn't really remember existed.
We would talk shit about open micers from 8 years ago.
Yeah, people you would see every day. We were just recklessly talking about them out loud.
I'm going to see if I can find it right now. Oh, here it is. Okay.
There it is.
Here it is. Okay.
Do a later episode because the intro to the one's not number one.
You know what's funny is
Oh, you're
this
watching
episode of me on Big Humble came up.
That's so funny.
So this is everybody go to This is the Big Humbles channel. Go watch this episode. This was really good.
It's a fun podcast. This is my co-host, who is he's interesting because he's a black pedophile. And there's just not a lot of those.
I know. He's like a holographic Pokemon card.
Yeah.
You just don't see him every day.
It's shiny. Yeah. And he's open about it. And he's like, still fun to talk to. So
yeah, I'm open-minded.
yeah. I mean, you did leave your wallet in the car, but
it's a good bit. This is Night World right here.
so good.
So here's the episode we did with David Dorwood, who's we prank called him in the beginning. But I want everyone to see the intro real quick. So this is the first ever talk show I tried to do. This is 6 or 7 years ago.
It might have even been, it was probably 7 years ago.
And this is the garage where we made so much content. Again, it's the worst.
It's so bad.
It's the worst talk show. So let the people know, though, the reason we did this show, our goal, if I remember correctly, we wanted to have the worst talk show that's ever been made.
Yeah.
And we wanted to have comedians on where they would drive across Los Angeles, come on the show, and completely waste their time, where they would be mad that they did it. They would either walk out or leave.
This is our shortest one, too. Some of them are like 3 hours long of us just sitting in the fucking garage. We had like Andy Haynes on the third episode we ever did.
Andy came on. He probably is so annoyed that he had to do it.
He was like a real successful comedian. And then I'm asking about fingering my sister when he went on a date with her.
That's very funny. Andy Haynes fucked your sister.
Yeah, she was like, I went on a date with him and then he came on the show. And I was like, so you went on a date with my sister? He's like, yeah, I fingered her. It's like, all right.
In San Diego, no less.
I think it was Portland, but yeah.
Oh. I need to update my map of where your sister's been fingered. I have a big world map with like pins in it.
Yeah.
It's all the places someone has either fingered your sister or thought about fingering her.
Okay. Yeah. So my house is on there. So everywhere I've ever lived is on there.
I'm just going to go to a random part of this episode, I believe, which seems unbelievable. Lemon Party is the Google image search on the background of the green screen.
Yes.
Comedy Club.
Look at this. Lemon Party. I think you had me Google Lemon Party on the show, and then I put it up behind us.
I think you went Lemon Party's funny, and then you type in Lemon Party.
That's so funny.
Whoa. Yeah.
And then I think also on this episode, you said you started explaining to me what Bob's Big Boy is.
Yeah. You said you never heard of Big Boy. And then I was like, you have to pull it up. And then you're like, this fucking guy looks retarded. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
The show influenced a lot of our personalities as we matured into adults.
I mean, seeing the intro and watching just this little bit, I've realized I haven't changed at all. Because you like to think that you've like grown.
Yeah. I asked,
you haven't at all. You've just deceived yourself into thinking you're more mature now.
Yeah. You grew a mustache. That's the difference.
I've always had
facial hair.
I've had a mustache on and on since I was like 20, but like I came in my wife, but like, have I really?
Yeah. I saw Opie today at the car wash. I tipped him $10, but he.
Does Opie wash cars?
No, it was a joke. We were both getting our cars washed.
Oh, nice.
I have an SUV, but he was like, "Oh yeah, I saw Ben last night."
Yeah, I did Benny and Bazuna's show.
Yeah, and I said, "How did he do?" He goes, "He's the same." He goes, "You think he would mature a little bit in all those years? He's like a dad now, and we've all grown up." And Ben's
I did well at the Limit Party live show.
Yeah,
but that show last night was like a workout room kind of thing, and it was not.
Where is it?
It's the one next to the Elysian. There's like 8 people in the room, and we're standing on crates.
What do you mean next to the Elysian?
There's the Elysian Theater in Silver Lake, and right next to it they have a side room now where they do stand-up shows.
Oh, no.
And it's like a workout room. It's supposed to be like me, Trevor Wallace, and someone else.
Yeah,
I have no idea what was going on.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah, it was. I kept thinking I did bad, and Connor was like, "No, you did fine," because no one did good on the show.
Yeah,
maybe Opie went up at the end and killed. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a thing because we kind of talked about you coming back at your last cringe show, And you were like, yeah, I want to get in front of people that aren't my audience.
Yeah,
And I was like, don't do that. It's like the thing we're all trying to get away from.
I guess I had a really good set though in opening for Pandeo Time Live at the Virgil, and all those people didn't know me.
Yeah.
So that felt good, but I don't know. Sometimes I can't do this East Side shit anymore, man.
Yeah,
like
dude.
it felt like I was going back to 2018. There were white guys walking by the show outside on the sidewalk, white dudes, Silver Lake dudes. One of them was holding a board game. It was the board game Sorry. I was like, this is the whitest shit. Just
Sorry.
Yeah,
people
even,
lining up to see a Pardon on Charla. They're wearing N95 masks.
Yeah.
They think COVID's still real.
Yeah.
There's all the one-man shows of women dressed up like babies with milk bottles over their tits.
Yeah, it's
It's
clowning.
weirdly pedophilic.
Clowning has taken over.
Clowning?
It's called clowning.
Oh, God.
It's like the hot East Side shit. That's why there's no East Side comics. They've all become clowns.
Well, I would like to stay out of it.
Yeah.
That's funny. So Opie goes, he's the same.
Yeah. He goes, his jokes are all the same. He hasn't changed at all. Still doing Donald Trump as Bugs Bunny.
That's so good.
At least now it's relevant,
Yeah.
you know? I guess it was in 2017 or whatever.
But I did want people to have a background about you. We started in comedy together,
Yep.
the early days.
Yep.
No one liked us.
Yep.
We would be driving around from show to show, mic to mic, and no one liked us at all.
Yeah. And if you did like us, then we probably didn't like you because you liked us.
Yes.
We're probably like, fuck you, you little fucking needy dweeb or whatever.
And I'm not telling tales out of school. We would do well, and people would still act like we did horrible.
I don't know if we did well.
Did we not?
I think we made each other laugh. I think that was part of the issue. It's all these people coming into the like fucking Melody Lounge, the shitty Chinese fucking bar, paying $5 and then trying their best. And we were like, fuck that. Like somebody in this room's gonna laugh.
That's where I started going up, where no one's listening, and I would start screaming, "I'm going come in my diaper."
Yeah. Your best bit of all time, I think. Genuinely my favorite bit of yours. But it's like, you know, we're like punks in a way where we're like, we're not actually gonna try, but we're also not gonna be like the guys that don't try.
Mm-hmm.
We're just not gonna do what you guys do.
Right, because we're too cool.
Yeah. But we're not too cool to not do it, but we are too cool to do it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So we're still we have to make somebody laugh. It's gonna be you or the fucking homeless guy.
Well, you gonna let people know that you love God and Jesus,
Yeah.
and you believe in heaven.
You were the first person to compliment me on my comedy in LA. I lived with a guy.
It's not a good sign.
I lived with the comedian for a year before anyone said
It's like
anything.
the kiss
to me.
of death.
Yeah.
I think you're funny.
Yeah, but that's why we were friends, I think.
Yeah.
Tell me you loved my
You were only friends with me so you could get compliments?
Yeah. Yeah, what else did you have to offer? And
Well, I had a car.
and I could get juiced.
You didn't have a car.
I didn't have a car. And I could get, but you lived in fucking an hour and a half away from where I lived.
That's not true. You lived in Atwater. I lived in Eagle Rock.
I lived in Eagle Rock. You lived in Beverly Hills. When we
Oh,
met.
that was one. That was only. I only lived there for 12 months though, in that tiny
That was
apartment.
the first 12 months we knew each other.
Yeah, but then I moved to Eagle Rock.
Yeah,
that's
I moved
that's
to
where we
Atwater.
did Night World.
Yeah. Yeah. West Eagle Rock.
Yes, really Glassell Park.
Yeah. That's sick. That was a sick house.
It was great. Yeah,
Should have never left.
this place is great.
Yeah.
As a guy who has been paid multiple times to put together podcast studios for people and help people start podcasts, me and Ben did that together a couple of times. Very fun.
I told the story about the pedophile bodybuilder who tried to kill us.
Yes. I still, by the way, his video is still unlisted on my
Mine is
my
too.
YouTube.
I watched it the other day with I think Joey or John.
Do you remember the one I put together a promo video that was like vaguely gay?
Well, very very quickly for everybody, me and Kevin produced a podcast for a pedophile bodybuilder who was an ex-comp who was on Trenbolone, which is a Chinese steroid, and he looked like a Balrog. Me and Kevin got his podcast going. He didn't know what a podcast was.
We
so
didn't
he
know
just thought
any of
podcasts were
this.
clips
Yeah, but
of
we
him
didn't.
talking about bodybuilding.
Yeah, we didn't know anything about any of this stuff
Because he has a
until-
double name. He changed his name to a famous Hollywood screenwriter's name. So when you Googled him, you go, oh, did he I don't really know who he is, but he has a supplement company in LA.
Yes.
He's a crooked cop from New Jersey.
Accused of selling steroids to minors.
To minors on Instagram, which there are screenshots of where he would say, "Hey kid, you want to get big and strong like me?
Yeah.
How about you send me a picture of your drawers? Send me a picture of your, we want to stay on YouTube here. I don't even want to say it. Anyway, me and Kevin happily got his podcast off the ground and up and running from a Craigslist ad where he contacted us.
Yeah, and he told us if he ever sees us on Craigslist again, he'll fucking kill us.
Because once we found out he was a violent pedophile with a giant house in the Hollywood Hills.
And a giant body, too. I
looked into him even further after he threatened to kill us and we had to block him. And then Joey was prank calling him and stuff, trying to.
Yes, yeah.
I looked into him further and he, what was I going to say about him? Oh, yeah, he supposedly also was very good friends with Rich Piana, who is the bodybuilder who died. He was somewhat of an internet celebrity and pretty well known.
Yes.
He had videos of him eating a lot of food and doing this and doing that, just doing bodybuilder stuff. And he was kind of funny. And supposedly he sold bunk pills to Rich Piana.
Really?
He was like selling him shit that ended up killing him. So
Jesus Christ.
this guy's a really bad dude. I don't know if he's still in town, but I also know we got a tip from somebody that he was at the strip club by the Comedy Store. Or maybe that was you got out of the car and saw him walk out.
No. I remember when that was. That was a while ago, yeah.
Yeah, that was 6-7 years ago.
Yeah. I wonder if he's still in town. But yeah,
I wonder if he still wants to kill us, by the way.
Probably not, but he also seems like the kind of guy who would just see us and start running towards us. You know what I mean? Like, kind of guy who just doesn't. But he probably is he probably treats everybody like that, where he's just a psycho to people.
He took me in an empty room with a flamethrower. And he's like, "Dog, we're going to shoot so many fucking music videos in here, dog." And then he showed me he bought one of the Elon flamethrowers from Rogan.
Yeah.
He had one of those and he was like playing with it. He's like, "You like chicks with big tits?" He's like, we got all the fucking rapper bitches in this bitch. We'll shoot music videos. We'll shoot all types of funny shit.
Yeah, dude.
Because he knew I was making viral sketches at the time.
Yes. Well, dude, he had the sensibility of like what you want to be when you're in junior high. Like, like a
pedophile?
Like a 12-year-old. Yeah.
A pedophile on steroids?
Like, I want to talk with a really heavy accent. I want to have huge muscles. Like gargantuan. Like, that's the only thing you know about me. I want to have a fake tan.
I want to be a cop. I want to be thrown off the force. I want to pull people over even though I'm suspended and then rob people at gunpoint, take all their drugs, and then flee to California.
I do drugs. I fuck a lot of young chicks, and I love young chicks. That's the main thing.
Mm-hmm. Real young.
Imagine you're 13 years old. You're like, when I'm big, I'm going to fuck all the 8th graders.
I guess you're right. There's some sort of stunted arrested development there from CTE, severe brain damage, steroid use, Chinese steroids too. It turned him into a big plum. It was odd. He was like Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Without the nails.
And like guys like that are all everywhere where you just see them and they're just like, yeah, fucking, we're going to get whores.
I get it.
And we're going to do drugs.
That's in me. I would love to get whores and do drugs.
Yeah, but it's also the guys that are like, I remember I have another friend who has like multiple boats. He's like in his 40s.
Someone asked if Tim's show was your first podcast job. No, I was producing tons of shows on Craigslist before that. I put out a Craigslist ad and taught myself audio and video, just all the sort of AV post work. Many years of trial and error to get my audio sounding good. Learning how to edit quickly. I didn't have any money and I bought I don't even know where I got it. A Mac Mini for like $150 that was slow as hell. Exporting a podcast, like a video podcast on it, I remember it would take me 8 to 9 hours to export in Premiere. And I made so many mistakes and I'd have to like keep re-exporting. But I remember I took the computer apart and I put in a new RAM and because I didn't have any money, so I had to figure out how to take it apart and I bought a new SSD for it to put it in to make it work a little faster and I never let not having money stop me from trying to do the things that I want to do and learn the things that I want to learn. I'm too obsessive, and if I set my mind to something and I want to figure it out, I keep going. I keep going. I keep going. I keep going. I'm like I'm insane. I'm a complete lunatic when it comes to that stuff, and I just got obsessed with the idea of I don't know, being in open mics at the time. I felt like I had to learn how to do all this production stuff, or I was going to die. I felt like I needed to figure out how to. I felt like everything was moving away from stand-up and everything was moving toward comedy on the internet. And this was around 2015, 2016. I got that feeling only a year and a half into open mics. And I was like, this is not the way. I was getting booked on some hot shows around town on the east side of LA. I was doing shows with like people who I really respected, like DJ Doug Pound, guys like that. I was on the lineups. I was doing as well as them. Only a few years into comedy, and I just kind of saw it as a dead end. And then you start thinking about having to do stand-up and what that entails, and you have to repeat yourself every night, and you have to travel and all that. And it felt like it was just so oversaturated and going away, and I wanted to figure out how to do comedy on the internet, but obviously I didn't have any money, and I couldn't pay someone to do it, and I didn't have anyone to show me. So like everything I've learned how to do, I just learned from the internet. And as soon as I learned how to do audio and video stuff, and I was making just bullshit in my garage because I painted all the walls green, and that's where me and Tim made a lot of the sketches. He'd fly in from New York, stay at my place. We'd smoke cigarettes in the garage, watch 9/11, the new Pearl Harbor documentary, taught me about the Franklin scandal, taught me tons of stuff. We had great times down there just smoking cigs and laughing our asses off and eating Taco Bell, and we were both broke. And we just wanted to make stuff. Stand-up was just such a boring kind of idea and didn't feel like it was going anywhere. Just wanted to figure out how to make comedy on the internet. But around that time, I didn't even realize that all my audio production skills, I didn't realize people would pay me for it. So then I put out Craigslist ads, and then people started actually answering them. And before I knew it, I was producing like 7 podcasts, driving across LA, going to the Valley, meeting people. From there, being like, oh, well, my buddy wants to do a podcast. Could you set up his studio? Sure, I charge this much. Okay, cool. Charge this much per episode. How do you get on Apple Podcasts? How do you get on Spotify? How do you get on YouTube? And I just went from there. I have a degree. I have a bachelor's in advertising. That's what I have. I don't know shit. But I just taught myself how to do all this stuff. You know, I started making comedy sketches when I think the first comedy sketch I probably made when I was like 9 years old on my home video camera, because I wanted to be like Saturday Night Live. And I would get Jace to be in them, and Cole, my little brother, and Ellen. And I taught myself how to edit in Windows Movie Maker. And we made hundreds of those things. And then in high school, I started making comedy sketches, made a bunch of those. Stand-up was the furthest thing from my mind. But I just love making, coming back to making a sketch for Lemon Party every week and being put up against the wall and having to think of something. The fact that we've done it 4 weeks in a row, coming to them with an idea and then editing it and pulling it off, and you guys thinking it's funny and liking that aspect of the podcast, it really makes me happy and makes me remember why I got into this to begin with. Wasn't necessarily to be a broadcaster. I just always liked making funny videos. So it feels like some sort of, I don't know, it kind of awakened something inside me, because making those highly produced sketches for Lemon Party are expensive. And life is getting more expensive, and the Patreon hasn't exactly grown at all in a year. And, with more kids and my wife not being able to work and everything, fuck it. I'll just make it on the phone. Who cares? You got a phone, shoot it. Who cares if the audio is not great? Just make something funny, make people laugh. Motherfuckers just want to laugh. So, but yeah, that's the long of the that's the long of it.
Some guys can't hang, be in a garage in the dark. By the way, Ben and I talked about, Ben got a little reminiscent Friday night. It was late. I was walking you home. we got down to your place, and I was
Oh, after
dreaming of
Story
the night.
Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was literally
I felt
reciting.
so sick that night.
I was reciting the lyrics to the song "Reminiscing." Friday night, it's late. I was walking you home. But we were reminiscing about the fact that you're back in a garage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're back in the garage, and this is all you've ever wanted to do was just to be in a garage.
I told you, I think like 10 years ago, when I lived in Eagle Rock, I said I remember I stopped drinking, and then I felt like I needed to figure out a way to run my own talk show from my garage, and it was the future of comedy.
Yes.
And that everything was going away in terms of live, and it wouldn't matter, and everything would just matter about the internet. And I started that show, Night World, with Matt.
Yeah.
But I had to learn how to take my Mac Mini apart. I bought it for $100. I didn't have any money.
Mm-hmm.
I would get like a couple $100 and then drain it completely.
Yeah.
I was working at I don't know if I was working at the dog food store. I was Uber at this time. But I would just, I remember I met this guy. He was a neighbor.
Were you
and
drinking?
He was fixing up computers. And I was like, can I give you like $75 so you can show me how to fix this computer so I can figure out how to live stream?
Yeah.
And I would spend like 2 days for him. He was a weird CB radio guy.
Yeah.
And I didn't even have the money at the end of it. I only had like $68 instead of like 75. I had to ask my wife for like $7 so I could Venmo him the money. And
there was a bodybuilder tracking you down.
He was asking me for more at the end too because he helped me up so much. And then, so yeah, that all that shit comes later. But I painted the garage green. I did that show with Matt, and that must have been almost 10 years ago. And weirdly, this is an evolved form of that show. I just sort of took a weird route to getting it up and running.
Well, now there's people watching.
This was the dream when I was, 24 years old.
Yeah.
And now I'm 45.
Is there any way you could play that original Night World video?
Yeah.
Because it is insane, and it does show how retarded you've always been. And I think
Thank you. And I know you mean that as a compliment.
And I do. You didn't sell out. A lot of these guys, you see them on here, and even me. You know what I mean? I will often pretend to be retarded just to hang out.
Sure.
You know, but
we all do it.
You're the OR. You know what I mean?
So, dude, look at this. This is wow. This is like 7 years ago.
Yep.
So I should play probably.
I would just play the intro.
I know, but one of the later
there's
ones.
There's 2 intros. Yeah.
Yeah. This is here you go. Shit. And I made this on probably like iMovie or something on your laptop because I wasn't able to edit things on my computer because it was too slow.
Yes.
And I remember at this time it was green. Me and Tim were making the sketches. We made the Meghan McCain one, and we edited. Me and Tim had to drive all the way to your place because we were both broke, and we had to borrow your laptop.
Yes.
To edit the Meghan McCain sketch that then Rogan started playing on his show.
I still have the
fun time.
I still have all that footage on my computer. I haven't. It's transferred all my computer upgrades.
And you still have like all the sketches and stuff.
Yeah,
we probably use your laptop a lot. Actually.
Oh yeah, I mean it's got the pink wall sketch, the
Jollibee one,
the Jollibee, and the one where you guys are on like the side of a winding street in like.
No one ever shares that
hills.
One again. Yeah, we did it in the hills of Eagle Rock there. Yeah. Here we go. And also I want to say me and Matt have we collaborated again, but we do Night World at the Comedy Store.
Yes,
and you were a great host, amazing night.
Yeah, a lot of love from the people there. I always enjoy your audiences.
Come out May 29th, by the way. We have another show.
Hell yeah!
Are you booked on it?
I am. I don't know. I might be. Hey, can I make a request though?
Yeah.
Full screen this shit, dude. Come on. Full screen.
Oh, for the people?
For the boys.
No. They want to see us react to it.
All right, that's fair.
I'm the baby, gotta love me. Big very cuddly, especially when I hit my daddy with a frying pan. I'm the baby, gotta love me.
Tell me what's winning.
Flying across the room, I like it. I'm good. Mama says it's too much sugar. Daddy is awkward.
Oh, that he's moving a little too fast.
Gee, you never know what I'm gonna do this. Wanna see me make a rocket
Alan Greer?
He's played the cop in the first.
Man, great times. So when was this, Kevin? Did I have a Patreon? I did have a Patreon. I don't even remember that. Brother Kevin, July 29th, 2018.
Yeah, it's been a while. And
Brother Kevin Tienken inspires us to do the Lord's Prayer for 1 full hour. Me and Matt also recap our disaster performance last weekend at the Comedy Palace in San Diego. Yeah, me and Matt were driving down to San Diego and performing for like literally 3 people.
I've done that show.
I remember the guy after us, the guy that like headlined and he did well. He walked out and he was selling T-shirts to like the 5 people and they all bought T-shirts.
Really?
Yeah, and I think his shirt said like weed, sex, and like rock and roll on it.
Nice.
And then he was doing the thing where he's like, "I love weed, sex, and rock and roll, y'all." He was like a Gen X guy, and then he goes, "Yeah, I live up in Temecula." And I was talking to him after, and I remember smoking cigarettes and being like, "Fuck, how do I do as well as him?"
I mean, yeah.
And he goes, "Yeah, I live up in Temecula." I go, "That's kind of a way out." He goes, "Yeah, but." He goes, "That Temecula pussy, though." I was like, "What?" He goes, I go, "I've been with my wife for a long time." He goes, you know, even at my age, he's like, "The women in Temecula." I think for like a few, because I was still drinking at the time.
Yeah.
I think maybe I was sober at the time. Regardless, I just kind of believed what everyone said to me.
I mean,
People would come up to me, they go, "Did you hear that one comic? They got an $80 million deal from Spotify for 1 episode." And I'd be like, wow. I'm going to tell 100 people that.
Yeah. No,
And I believed it. And none of it was true at all.
That's why I'm the yes and king, buddy. I just yes and them. I'm not trying to challenge people, out here too much, a lot of the time. Because people are crazy. The shit that people say.
YNs are fucking great. I mean, we're just at Best Buy.
Do you think Tim would speak to you when you bump into each other at Skankfest or the store? I don't know. I don't know. I've reached out. I don't know. I didn't hear anything.
My chain. Don't you like my chain?